Hi, I'm Dr. Jyotsana, a consultant dermatologist practicing at Cutis Skin and Laser Center, Nerul, Navi Mumbai. Today I'm talking on behalf of DermaVidya. Today we will be discussing scalp health, comprehensive healthcare tips, common problems and remedies. Welcome to DermaVidya, the comprehensive guide on scalp health and management of scalp problems. A healthy scalp is necessary for beautiful, strong hair. Yet, we often neglect care of our scalp. Today, we will be talking about some of the common scalp problems like dandruff, oily scalp, dry scalp, how to identify them and how to deal with them. Stress, dietary fluctuations can also play an important role in scalp problems, and as does seasonal variations. Today, we will be discussing how to address all of these and ensure that a healthy scalp, which then gives rise to healthy hair. So, what is a healthy scalp and how important it is? A building is only as strong as its foundation, and a healthy scalp ensures strong and healthy hair. We encounter a lot of problems in our scalp. So, what do you mean by a healthy scalp? A healthy scalp is one where the skin is healthy, as in it is free from itching, flaking, or scalp buildups. It is free from boils and eruptions, and there is no scarring, pain, or irritation. What is dandruff? Dandruff is a very generic term which we use to refer to buildups or flakes on the scalp. These could be powdery flakes or these could be thick, scaly flakes. Although we call any such buildup on the scalp as dandruff, we need to understand that there are different reasons why it happens. In general, dandruff refers to a powdery buildup on the scalp. It could be in the form of a very fine, thin flakes, or it could be in the form of very thick, scaly flakes. It could be a part of a disease process like seborrheic dermatitis or psoriasis, or it could be a part of seasonal variations. So, when we enter our teenage years, our body starts producing oil, and that is as a result of the hormonal changes. Now, when there is a buildup of oily products in the sebaceous glands, there is a clogging of the pores, and this then gives rise to secondary overgrowth of fungus Malassezia furfur. Now, when there is an overgrowth, this can cause some amount of inflammation and we get scalp buildups. Sometimes people don't wash their hair as often as they do. Just as the skin on our body needs to take a bath, the skin on our scalp also needs to be cleansed on a regular basis. And how often should one wash one's scalp? Once in 72 hours would be an ideal time because that is the amount of time it takes for oil and flakes to build up. But if you live in a hot and humid climate wherein you are sweating regularly and the scalp is getting dirty, then one needs to cleanse the scalp more often. So, therefore, the number of times one needs to cleanse one's hair depends on the time of the year. Maybe in summer, you can wash more often. In winter, you can wash less, but nevertheless, one should wash once in 72 hours. If you are physically very active, indulging in heavy duty sports, traveling a lot, generally sweating a lot, you can wash your hair every day. So, how does one address the problem of an oily scalp? Many times when we run our fingers through our skin, we feel that the scalp is extremely greasy. Now, when I say that the scalp is oily, it is not that the scalp has more oil glands. It is just that maybe under the influence of hormones, there is an excess production of oil by the sebaceous glands in the scalp, or it could be that because of the weather, there is a buildup of oil in the skin. How does one take care of an oily scalp? One needs to use gentle degreasing agents which remove the buildup of oil. But at the same time, it should not strip the scalp of moisture because that would make the scalp very itchy and irritable. So, oily scalp needs gentle cleansing, regular cleansing. Because of frequent cleansing of the scalp, the hair can get dry. So, in such a case, the hair needs to be conditioned regularly. What about a dry scalp? Many times we find a flaky scalp which is very itchy, at times uncomfortable. The texture might feel rough, the scalp may feel dehydrated. In such a case, the scalp needs to be moisturized. Now, when I talk about moisture, there are two ways. One is that you cleanse it gently so that you do not strip the scalp of its essential oils. And the second is that you need to add some moisture to the scalp. Now, how does one add moisture to the scalp? Well, it could be in the form of preconditioning, as in wherein people oil the scalp just before washing it. As the scalp is rinsed, a little bit of oil can stay behind and ensure scalp hydration. It can be in the form of using a gentle cleanser, which, while cleansing the scalp, adds ingredients which moisturize the scalp. Third, it could be in the form of conditioning or moisturizing, which is done after a wash, wherein you use a gel based or a mild serum based moisturizers, which can be applied on the scalp. Now, as opposed to skin care, where scalp care differs is we have so much hair on our head, and in the process of hydrating the scalp or drying the scalp, we should not neglect the hair. So, the hair care products need to be chosen in such a way that they cleanse the scalp well, but at the same time maintain the texture and quality of the hair.
For more such videos, visit or log into dermavidya.com.